Boxing Voice over here with the New York State middleweight champion, Devaun Lee, right out of Queens.
Good, baby.
Devaun, why don't you tell everybody out there a little bit about yourself?
Good afternoon, you know. Well, my name is Devaun, Southside Jamaica, Queens. I'm just out here trying to make a name for myself and then represent Queens, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
But
now, why don't you okay, so I've been actually, myself personally, been following Devaun's career for the last couple of fights. Now, 3 fights ago, Devaun was fighting at Lou DiBella's Broadway Boxing. Over here in New York, was fighting a real good undefeated fighter, Ian Green, out of Paterson, New Jersey. 3 fights ago, right?
Yeah.
And Ian Green came in that fight, undefeated fighter. Devaun came in the B-side. Why don't you let everybody know what happened?
oh man, Ian Green was 8-0 with 6 knockouts.
Yep.
And I felt confident going into the fight. I know I needed a defiant win. So I went out there and I boxed Ian Green, man. I boxed him, I touched him on the inside, I touched him every chance that I got. And I touched him hard. And I tested him just as much as he tested me. It was a good fight, he's a good fighter. And I came out with the victories.
And then straight after that, you, I guess, got into it on Instagram against another undefeated middleweight boxer out the Bronx.
Bro, Galliano.
Yeah, Chris Galliano, who was, I believe at the time you fought him, 10-0?
Yeah.
And had a lot of people talking about him. Southpaw.
He was 10-0, Southpaw. You know, everybody thought it was stupid that I take that fight after just being signed with Lou DiBella. But again, I went in there confident, I was confident. I know that another defiant win would help me with my name and my career. And I will be able to capture my first title in my career, which is New York State. Now, and why not? I'm from New York, so I went and got it.
Yeah, and why don't you let everybody know out here about what happened in the scoring of that fight originally?
Well, I feel like Galliano's one of the best boxers that so far that I fought in my career. He got good boxing ability. I know him since the amateurs, and I know he carried that a long way. But I felt like I outsmarted him and I outboxed him. And a lot of people did. But on the scorecard, they made a scoring error and they gave us a draw.
Right, yeah.
They gave us a draw.
And we left the building. Everybody in the building, including myself, left the building thinking it was a draw.
Yeah, the whole building emptied. And before I could get out, they told me it was a score error and announced me the New York State champion. But you know, it takes away because you want that announcement in the ring in front of everybody. But
But you got your belt.
I got my belt.
Bottom line.
My title. I got a recognition for that fight. You know what I mean? I appreciate DiBella and Galliano for giving me that opportunity.
So there was 2 undefeated fighters in a row that you upset. Then I believe you went off for a little sparring up in the 6. Yeah. So why don't you let all the fans right here know about who you were sparring with?
I went to go spar with David Lemieux. I mean, that was a great experience. I needed that. It helps me a lot. It still helps my confidence to this day. And yo, he hits like I've never been hit in my career yet so far. And he's like that ongoing through rounds, both hands. The power don't go nowhere. It's there. Strong dude. And yeah, I appreciate that experience.
Were you able to put your hands on him a little bit too?
Oh yeah. I would say the first week, I was there for a month. And I sparred with him for 3 or 4 weeks. But the first week, he touched me, and I couldn't get to him. But you know, me being patient and hard working, I went back to my room, my sanction, and I sat and I thought. And by the 2nd week and 3rd week, I was getting the best of him, man. I was touching him enough to boost my confidence and let myself know that I was passing a test. My mental test.
And you were asked to spar not only with David Lemieux, but also middleweight champion of the world, Danny Jacobs too, right?
Oh yeah. Danny Jacobs, I sparred with him a few times, plenty of times. That's real cool dude, real down to earth, real humble. That's a bro, man. I sparred with Danny Jacobs, probably his last. I sparred with him when he got ready for Peter Quillen. His fight before that, maybe even the fight before that. And he got a fight coming up, man. We're gonna mix it up next week.
That's what's up. Wait, hold on 1 second. Let's get Coach Mo Roman, the boxing voice. He's running things over here at Universal Boxing Gym over here at Queens. Say what's up to everybody.
What's up? Let's get this money. Let's get these fights. Stop ducking Devaun.
Yeah, well, we're actually going through Devaun's career right now, and we just went over his experience that he got with David Lemieux. Then you got a call to fight on the PBC, right?
Yeah.
So why don't you let everybody know what's up?
I fought Dowden.
We called him out. Remember that?
We called.
We didn't get the call. We put a call out.
Yeah. And they took it. You know what I mean? Which is that's cool, man. Because so far, a lot of people they deny our challenges. So you know, he took the challenge. We went out there. We fought. It was a tough fight. It was a good fight, and it was a draw. But again, I don't feel like it was a draw. I feel like I got the best of him. I hit him with the cleanest shots. I hurt him.
Yeah.
And I feel like I won that fight.
The other day, and I was there to meet Carl Frampton, who's going to be fighting at the Barclays Center July 30th. And Carl Frampton is part of Cyclone Promotions, run by Barry McGuigan, who was a featherweight champion like 30 years ago. Great fighter.
Yeah.
Not only did he bring over Carl Frampton, he brought over two of his fighters. One of them is Josh Taylor, is a welterweight, former Olympian in 2012. Another one's a middleweight named Conrad Cummings.
Yeah.
Irish, undefeated, coming over here, gonna fight on his boy Frampton's undercard at the Barclays.
And I'm trying to stay active. I'm trying to stay in the loop, and I'm trying to enhance my name and my record. So me and my team, we shot out to try to get that opportunity to be on that B side, but he denied it. You know what I mean?
But you on the record right now that you want that fight against Conrad Cummings at the Barclays July 30th, right?
Yes, that's what we aimed at, and you know, he denied it. You know what I mean? It's not too long to change his mind, but.
All right. Well, you know, tell him right here that you'd like him to have the fight. So be like, Conrad, you want that fight?
Conrad, Mr. Cummings. You know what I'm saying? I see you got a few medals, a few golds, and a nice amateur background, 9-0, and I think you will look pretty good on my record as well. As far as,
all right.
On my name. So you know, if you up for the challenge, I'm down to be on that B side, July 30th in the Barclays.
And if it ain't at the Barclays July 30th, and you got to go out to Ireland and fight him at some point, you would do that too?
Of course. Take the experience.
All right.
Why not?